It may be difficult to tell, but spring is here, because it's time for the first monument of the season, Milan-San Remo. It's the longest World Tour race on the calendar, over 290 kilometres, but generally it's the last hour of the race where all the action happens. Attacks are sure to fly on the final two climbs, the Cipressa and the Poggio, and a potential bunch sprint on the Via Roma to follow. Here are the 7 riders who we think could be in with a shout this Saturday. ARNAUD DEMARE. If you're looking for a rider with a good track record at this race and good recent form, look no further than ARNAUD DEMARE. The French national champion took out La Primavera in 2016 and more recently won the opening stage of this year's Paris-Nice in a tricky uphill drag to the line. He's proven in recent years that he's a bit more than a pure sprinter and is more than capable of lasting the 300-kilometre distance. Alexander KRISTOFF. Another former winner of this race back in 2015, Alexander KRISTOFF always seems to be there or thereabouts in the classics. Milan-San Remo is a race well suited to his talent. It's hard enough to soften up the pure sprinters, but not quite hard enough to really soften up KRISTOFF that much, if the race stays together, that is. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of a lineup his new UAE Emirates team assembles for Milan-San Remo and the classic season beyond in support of the Norwegian. Caleb Ewan. Mitchelton-Scott's pocket rocket surprised a few people when he finished a creditable 10th in his first ever Milan-San Remo last year, and we can only imagine he'll come back fitter, stronger and more tactically savvy in 2018. He's had a promising early season down under, and he followed that up with a win in the Classica Almeria in February. He will have the likes of Luca Mezgec and new recruit Matteo Trentin to help guide him into position during the hectic finale. SONNY COLBRELLI. BAHRAIN-MERIDA's SONNY COLBRELLI could be an outside shot at becoming the first Italian to win this race since Filippo Pozzato in 2006. His dominant win to the Hatter Dam in this year's Dubai Tour demonstrates that he deserves to be counted among the best punchy sprinters in the world. Colbrelli clearly isn't just a sprinter though, as his 10th place in last year's Ronde van Vlaanderen proved he is more than capable at competing in the top level in the monuments. Peter Sagan. The bookies' favourite is Peter Sagan, and, as we know by now, he's a hard man to bet against. Last year he initiated an attack on the Poggio, which ended up making the selection that then decided the race. Coming away from the race with second place then, may have left Sagan wondering what would have happened had he waited for the bunch sprint, which just emphasises the fact that he has the capabilities to win this race in a variety of different ways. He's had top 5 finishes in 4 of the last 6 editions. Could 2016 be the year that he finally takes the win? Michał Kwiatkowski. So often the thorn in Peter Sagan's side, Kwiatkowski won his first monument with victory over Sagan in last year's Milan-San Remo. It often seems that there is no type of race that Kwiato can't win in, as shown by his performance at this year's Tirreno Adriatico. Not only did he take the overall win in a show of consistency, but he challenged the pure sprinters on stage 2, taking 4th place and even beating Fernando Gaviria. Kwiatkowski will be minded to make sure the race doesn't come down to a bunch sprint though, so expect to see the Sky Train make an appearance on the Cipressa and the Poggio. Julian Alaphilippe. Without a doubt, Alaphilippe is one of the most exciting riders in the pro peloton to watch. His aggressive punchy style regularly decimates bunches throughout the season. The question remains though, whether Alaphilippe can translate these performances into big wins. He made the podium in 3 of the 5 monuments last year, but was unable to take the win in any of them. With Fernando Gaviria unable to start La Primavera, will this be the year Alaphilippe finally climbs onto the top step of a monument? Well, those are our picks for this year's Milan-San Remo, but we want to hear from you too, so let us know who your favourite for the race is down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button and share it too. And to see another video which is related to the experience that many of the sprinters will face on the final 2 climbs, click on screen now to watch how to hang tough on a climb. Make sure you subscribe to GCN too, and if you do subscribe, make sure to set your notifications.